Okay, guys, so I want to quickly walk you through how how I made my first 100,000 naira selling physical products in Ghana. Okay, selling physical products in Ghana without visiting or traveling out of Nigeria. Okay, how I made my first 100,000 naira without visiting Ghana, but selling physical products in Ghana without importing the product, without even buying and stocking the product. Okay, all right. Yet I made 100,000 naira. Take note, in one day. How I made my first 100,000 naira selling physical products in Ghana without being in Ghana, without traveling to Ghana. Okay, so that's what I'm going to walk you through in one day. Okay, so understand something when I say one day. Okay, it doesn't mean that everything I did happened in one day. But what happened was that the very first day I launched my campaign, the very first day I started selling, I made 100,000 naira in profit. 100,000 naira in profit. Okay, but the steps I'm going to walk you through, I did not go through the process in one day. Okay, but the day I started selling, I made 100K in Ghana without being in Ghana, without buying product, without importing, without doing any heavy lifting. Okay, so what did I do? My first thing was step one. I'm going to put it in steps. Okay, step one is I looked for a hot selling product. Okay, that was the first thing I did. I looked for a hot selling product. Take note of this word, hot selling, which means it is a product that was already selling. Okay, it is a product that was already selling. All right, that was what I focused on. I did not go and look for something extraordinary. I didn't try to invent something that was not selling. I didn't try to do something that was not in the market already. I looked for something that other people were already selling. Please take note of that. It's very important. So I looked for it, okay? And the product I looked for was a product in the car niche, okay? It was in the car niche, just so you know, all right? So the second step is, the second step in the process was for me to look for somebody that sells that product in Ghana. So we call it supplier, okay? So I looked for a supplier in Ghana, okay? I looked for a supplier of the product in Ghana. That was what I did, okay? So how did I get a supplier in Ghana? How did I do it? I used this website called gg.com.gh, www.gg.com.gh. If you go to that website now, you will see that there's a website like that, okay? That website is a buy and sell website. So I looked for that website. So when I go on the website, I looked for people selling that particular product, okay? And then I got a supplier. And then I got a supplier for the product. So after getting a supplier, I collected his phone number and then I reached out to him on WhatsApp. Okay. So when I got to him I told him I'm looking at selling this product. I'm looking at drop shipping this particular product. And then I told him, I asked him how much was he selling the product, and he told me he was selling the product for 500 Ghana cedis. Okay, and then I went ahead after negotiating with him.